Welcome to Music Class with Mr. Lassiter. In this class, we'll learn all kinds of awesome stuff about music. Things about instruments, singing, dancing, and anything else music. I'm looking forward to sharing this adventure with each of you. So tune in, sit back, and let's learn some awesome stuff about music. In today's lesson, we will explore woodwind instruments with my incredibly awesome helper, Charlotte Lassiter. Hey Tadmore, it's Mr. Lassiter with my awesome assistant, Charlotte. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about woodwind instruments. Charlotte's been learning a woodwind instrument at her school called the recorder. Third graders at Tadmore, you guys have been playing the same instrument. If you haven't played one before and you're before third grade, you'll get to do it in the next few years. Sorry, fourth and fifth graders, you guys missed out on recorders, but we're still going to have a good time talking about woodwinds today. So what makes an instrument a woodwind instrument? Well, first of all, you got the wood part of it. Woodwind instruments were either at one point in time made out of wood, or they still have wood in them to this day. Now, the recorders we're playing today are plastic, and the other instrument I'm going to show you is made out of metal. But they were once made out of wood, and the second part of this is they use wind to make their sound. You have to blow air out of your mouth to make the instrument sound. So let's talk about a couple of them. First, we have our simple instrument of the recorder. The recorder is a long tube with a hole in the middle. It's got a thing called the fipple that goes onto your mouth and a little notch at the top where the sound comes out. So Charlotte, why don't you play a note on that for us? So it has holes in it. So as you push down the holes, it changes the notes. Charlotte, play a couple of different notes for us. Very good. Now on the recorder, you have to blow really softly, almost like a whisper. And you use your tongue to make a sound like this. Toot, 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 toot. That allows us to play some different notes, fast or slow. Let me show you another fun woodwind instrument we've got. We've got a flute. This is an old family flute of mine. The flute's made out of metal. Let me get it up close here. You can see it's got all these keys on it. Well, here's the reason why. Is because with the recorder, it only has holes for each finger. So you can only play as many notes as you've got fingers. How many fingers do you have? 10 fingers. So people wanted to play more than 10 notes, so they decided to develop keys. Keys are these different buttons on the flute. Notice if I push this key down, it pushes 2 holes. There's holes underneath these keys, and all the different keys allow me to play different notes. Now, I am not a flute player, but I can make some sound on it so you can hear. The flute has a mouthpiece at the top with a hole in it, and you blow air across the hole to make the sound. Let's check it out. Here's the flute. I can make a sound on the flute. That's about all I can do. But it's a really neat instrument. There's a lot of different woodwind instruments like the clarinet, the oboe, and the bassoon. And I'm going to attach a video to this so you guys can see some of those being played by people who actually know how to play those instruments. Charlotte's going to talk to us a little bit about the recorder and the different notes that she's learned how to play. Charlotte, what are some notes you've played on the recorder so far?
I played B, A, G, and C.
B, A, G, and C. And we're going to play a song together. What song are we going to play?
Miss Mary Mac.
Miss Mary Mac. For those of you in third grade, this one's coming up pretty soon in your recorder karate. I'll send it out to you in a few weeks. But it's a pretty tough song. Charlotte's been practicing a lot on this one. Charlotte, what notes does Miss Mary Mac use?
B, A, G, and C.
B, A, G, and C. Well, let's hear it. Very good. Let's give Charlotte a round of applause. She did a great job. We're super excited to be coming to you guys with these instrument lessons. Next instrument lesson will be coming up next week, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We've got some really cool instruments here in my office that are ready to be showed to you guys. Some of them you've seen before and some of them you haven't. My oldest daughter, Annie, is going to be teaching us about brass instruments in a few days, so you guys keep your eyes open for that. We can't wait to share more instruments with you. Love you guys at Tadmore. Peace out. If you'd like to make a woodwind instrument at home, you can make one out of a straw. Some woodwind instruments use a reed. A reed is a little piece of wood that you blow through and it vibrates. If you have a straw at home and some scissors, you can do this. Be careful and ask your parents to help if you need to. What you do with the scissors is you take them up and you cut a point in your straw. So we'll do that real quick. And so it looks like this now. And it's hollow on the inside. Now some instruments just have one reed, like this side, and others have two, which we call a double reed. Those are our oboes and bassoons. If you take this and you blow through it, you could make a sound with it. Let's see if I can do one. Pretty weird sound, but it's a fun music experiment that you can do at home if you have a straw. I got this one from Chick-fil-A drive-thru just the other day. See if your parents have a straw laying around and you can make your own woodwind instrument. Have a great day.